worrying me, and I'm only sat in the commentary box. I mean, the ball's turning. That's good, but it's good for cricket as well. It's interesting, men around the bat. But it's not jumping at the batsman. I don't think you should be playing and missing that much. Oh dear, he's run out. That's not stumped. Oh dear. Well, that's frustration, purely frustration. Excellent bowling by Muralitharan. And that's a lack of patience and discipline by Mark Butcher. Beautifully done by Sri Lanka, but just ask the question, should he have shown a little bit more patience, stay at home, play from the crease? You don't want to lose early wickets.
100 in the first innings, Graham Hick. How England could do with him getting a second one in this match.
Was a bit of put my Sri Lankan hat on then.
Let's take one more.
They've bowled well and they've kept up the pressure. Another examination for Hick. Not often he comes in with the spinners in operation.
Well, he's not going to be there long. Comprehensively beaten by the turn from Muralitharan. Trapped on the back foot. So often it happens. 100 in the first innings, followed by nothing in the second.
This is a great piece of bowling, much quicker. Look how much quicker that is, but it still turns. Unbelievable turn he gets. And he's so far back, Graham Hick. I'm afraid Eddie Nichols has to give that one out. So very good bowling. Sri Lankans doing it all right at the moment. They really are attacking.
Straight into the hands of Silly Point. The change of ends has worked the magic. Steve James has gone. Straightforward chance. Pad, then bat. And straight in the hands of Jar Wardner at Silly Point. It's taken them 40 minutes, but Sri Lanka have now made the breakthrough.
I think the fortunate thing from a Sri Lankan point of view, they haven't scored a lot of runs in that time. So the pressure again back on England. Change of ends for Murali. It's just turned, hit the front pad onto the bat, and a nice easy chance. Steve James not really getting a long way forward. His initial movement is back, and then when he comes forward, he only just covers the crease. So anything that turns has got the potential to hit the pad and then loop onto the bat, and that's exactly what happened there. So Murali strikes again. 10th wicket in the match.
Bowled him a beauty. Spun between bat and pad. That now will be lunch, but not a very pleasant one for John Crawley and for the England team, because they're 5 down now. Crawley bowled by Muralitharan, right on the stroke of lunch for 14.
And again, the flight has done him. Really threw that one up. John Crawley stood where he was, caught with his feet on the crease, and it really did spin past the bat and has hit the stumps, and that's a major blow for England. The bowler's absolutely delighted, and well he might be. He's bowled superbly this morning. Great flight, lots of spin, and England are in deep trouble.
The England score now is 116 for 5, and the new batsman is Ben Hollioake. LBW, first ball after lunch. Ben Hollioake has gone. And a hat-trick in line for Muralitharan. It may well have been the top spinner. It was certainly a ball of full length, and it's 6 down.
Well, the worst possible moment for Ben Hollioake. And I'm not sure that didn't touch the inside edge of the bat from Ben Hollioake. But nonetheless, David Shepherd judging him LBW.
Dominic Cork, the new batsman, and on the hat-trick. Now then, an interesting moment for Dominic Cork. The non-striker's end mark for Prakash is 16. This is the hat-trick ball. No ball. No ball in the full toss. Well, there we are. Everyone can settle down now. Lots of shouts there, and with full justification as well, because another wicket has gone down. Dominic Cork, perhaps the back of the bat, caught by Muralitharan off Muralitharan for 8, attempting the sweep and sweeping with the spin.
Salisbury.
200 Test match wickets for Muralitharan.
Well, Ian Salisbury's got some work to do. He hasn't started terribly well. Both deliveries have struck the inside edge of the bat.
WW. 127 for 8 now. Salisbury goes for a duck. WW to Muralitharan.
Well, it's turning into a bit of a procession. And umpire David Shepherd feeling as though that's straight enough to be given out. Turned an awful long way. And the keeper's dancing down the leg side.
That's gone. That's inside edge onto the pad. Prakash goes. And now it looks for all the world like a Sri Lankan victory. Prakash out for 42. Another good innings from him.
Angus Fraser is the last man in. And Muralitharan bowling around the wicket, made it turn, pitched it up, little inside edge, bat and pad. And that's almost perfect dismissal.
They'll be trying to play 4 and give Angus Fraser only 1 to face. Bowl him. Bowl him behind his pads. I suspect that might have been the leg break. Because it was either that or the top spinner. And it was very well bowled if it was a leggy coming in from the rough outside the right-hander's leg stump. Made an awful clatter. There certainly was a clatter. That's nothing to the noise made by the Sri Lankan fielders now that they've bowled out England for 181. 30 extras there. Angus Fraser remained not out naught. Gough out for 15 and bowled behind his pads. Now the bowling figures for Sri Lanka. There's 1 run out, string of noughts in the column on the right-hand side, and Muralitharan 54.2 overs, 27 maidens, and 9 for 65. Fantastic performance, and that's reflected in the match and the way it went. England 445 and 181,